welcome to Leap Taken. This is Mika. Here at Leap Taken, I talk about all things witchy, craft related, law of attraction, manifesting, esoteric, and everything else in between. And today is day 3 of the 12 Days of the Old Challenge, YouTube challenge. Started again by Ivy the Occultist. Thank you for that. On this video, I'm going to be sharing my sharing my reflections on this last year of my practice. And I recently did a longer video talking about this and just sort of talking about my witchy reflection. So check out that video. But to sort of bring it more into just my actual physical practice or my spirituality in general for the year of 2023, the things that come to mind is confidence, because I made my little list here, success, and beneficial. So those are the 3 words that come up. So I'm going to work backwards. Beneficial, because I actually work with a coven. So because I work with a coven, I believe that my benefits are when you're working with a collective of people you can trust who are practitioners, magical, they work in magic. They live a magical lifestyle. They're calling themselves witches proudly. And they're adept at practicing witchcraft. When you consistently work in ritual, do spell works, converse with these types of people and this type of energy, and you do spell work where you request that their spell work or that your spell work, they lend their energy to it, that's a major benefit. So even if you are doing work when you're not working with the coven, you have the collective energy that you've already sort of has been lended to you. And that will help you in your rituals, your private rituals, your spell work and such. So I have definitely benefited from that. I definitely have benefited from that, from just working with the coven. And where I may have needed the additional boost of energy, I've been able to get that from a coven of witches. So definitely that has been something that is beneficial. Success, my success has been in my personal spells as well. The thing that I sometimes have to remind myself is that I can also do successful spells just for me, and from a selfish point of view, very selfish point of view. I talked about that a little while ago on pulling back in your power. When you get to where I'm at in life and you have adult children and what you're needed for changes so much, it dawns on you that you can selfishly devote energy toward yourself and your own interests in your ambitions. And you really don't have to consider someone else. And this sounds like easy to understand, but when you've been doing it for so long, where you've had to think of your own personal familial collective and, okay, so if you get this great job, but it requires you to travel, that affects you and your kids or your marriage. So did you want to do a success spell for that job? No, because you have to travel. It would benefit you personally, but not your family. But I'm at the point now where I don't really have to think like that as much. Everyone else is sort of working on their own stuff. So I don't have to take them into consideration when I'm thinking of my own ambitions. So with that, I can practice in a way that is selfishly for my own success. That is something that I've come into more understanding and more practice of in 2023. That's actually a really big deal. Being able to think like this without guilt, without feeling guilt. And the realization when you kind of look around like, oh, it's back to just me now. It's back to me. I remember once upon a time I was someone who I just thought about me. And now I can think again like that when it comes to, planning for like I said, my own ambitious goals and things like that. So That's been kind of a pivotal thing in my spiritual reality in 2023. Like I said, just coming into that understanding, and then confidence. Those other things I just mentioned definitely add to the confidence factor. But confidently being the witch that I am, I am someone who is stepping into a new chapter soon, coming in 2024. I mean, we all are going into a new chapter. But for me, mine is a milestone. I'll be leaving my 40s and I'll be turning 50 next year. And that is, for me, I know some people, it doesn't matter, a number is just a number. Well, I've assigned substance to that. And I want to, because it does, to me, it does matter. And how I openly live out my life as a witch, I have to be confident, because there are people who look at me sideways for a multitude of reasons, for the religious point of view, for the fact of my age, for the fact of my skin color, and then all three of those things at the same time. No, they can't decide which one is pissing them off more. But to not give any concern to how people are perceiving me, how they see me, to be willing to put myself out there, knowing, with the word witch publicly on a platform here on YouTube. Now I started to get on TikTok. Instagram is another place entirely. I've been on Leap Taken has been on Instagram. I don't get the algorithm. I'm still working with it. Like, I'll be on there as someone who's just scrolling, but like posting things, it's just it's so hit or miss for me over there. Maybe if I studied more, I don't know, maybe we'll add that to a 2024 goal, but for 2023, it's not it for me. I don't know what to do over there, but TikTok has been my friend. And for Leap Taken's on TikTok, by the way. So, but that's a new platform. So that's a new set of people. Yeah, some people from here, but some people have no idea who Leap Taken is over there. And I am sharing more and more, and I'm putting out that I'm a witch. And that can be, you have to be confident, because people, you know, y'all already know, I won't even fill you in on that. Besides people, it's sometimes things you're not thinking about where the worlds collide. This person with this organization or this group, their friend, this person, and then they see this. And I've already had a couple times, at least 3 different worlds collide over there. And they had no idea that's how I represented myself. And I stand with what they say. I stand on business. I stand on business about this. I'm very much a practicing witch. This is my business. This is how I express myself in the world as a witch. And in 2023, I'm definitely confidently doing so. And 2024 is going to be even more bolder. I'll even be more bold about it. So that is basically how 2023, how's it been? Those are my reflections on my spirituality in 2023. The beneficial aspects, confidence, and success. What I say, to be fair, because I love duality and nuance, anything that I could grow from, any opportunities that weren't so great, even though there wasn't a question, I'm going to make it a question because I like that. I would say where I've sometimes struggled has been remembering. Like, I talk to other people and I'll tell you to employ magic in all types of situations, right? But when it comes to me, where sometimes I have misstepped throughout 2023 is remembering to heed my own advice. And sometimes I have allowed myself to worry, which worrying sometimes from a spiritual point of view is basically telling the universe over and over again how much you want whatever it is you're so afraid is going to happen, the thing you're worrying about. You're sending signals, you're thinking about it so much, you're telling the universe to make it happen. Also, if you have anything to do, if you truly believe you can't control an outcome and you don't know what's going to happen, why not believe? Because if you can't control it anyway, why not just believe the outcome will be okay? Why choose to make yourself feel bad thinking about a negative outcome? Um, I have to sometimes remind myself of this a little too often in 2023, especially I want to say toward the middle, or not the middle, the beginning of 2023, and then a little bit toward the end. I want to say around the fall, I've had to tell myself that, even as far as like last month, I had to kind of, hey, snap out of it. And by the way, I actually do stuff like this to myself. Like when those thoughts are going, I'll snap my fingers. I'll ring a bell, a little, not like close to my ear where it's gonna hurt, a little close up bells, and I'll do that and just snap myself out of that vibration, that frequency. And it's time. Okay, let's reset. That works. Sound, using your own body. If you don't have bells, just snap your finger. Sometimes I clap loudly, and it's to break it up because the rational part of me, the very much witch in me, is like, hey, girl, what are we doing? What are we doing right now? Why are we going? Why are we spiraling? Why are we going into the what if scenarios of the worst possible scenarios happening to a situation when nothing is even happening? You're just making yourself crazy. So I clap and snap myself out of it. So gratefully, I have tools I employ and I know how to use them. I just don't like how there's been times, one too many, several times, that I've even had to do that. And, there's been just different challenges arise, and my reaction isn't what I would have hoped it would have been. It was actually more low vibrational than I would like. So, those are some of the not so great things that occurred a little more often than I felt comfortable with in 2023, to be perfectly full disclosure, honest about everything in my reflections. But the good thing about it is knowing is more than half the battle. Knowing triggers, knowing what will take you and sort of take you out of that mindset of being able to live a magical lifestyle and kind of just briefly forgetting that and just kind of sitting in a pool of worry and doubt. Um, Knowing what can get you there can help keep you from going back there. So I am ending 2023 fully aware of my triggers, fully aware of what happens if I allow those triggers to lead me and to take over. And I don't like that, so I won't be letting that happen. And knowing how to health in a healthy way, um, sort of disengage and de-escalate myself when I am triggered. For me, it is employing simple things of hand clapping gestures, the bell ringing, reaching out, sometimes to a deity for support, and being willing to do different types of meditation. Everybody is not going to do meditation the same. Sometimes meditation for me is immersing myself in music. So that means my music is curated. So I have a playlist that's curated for things that are going to fit a certain mood. And if I don't like something, I skip it. But when I mean immerse myself, I'm not doing anything else. I'm not looking at anything else. It's just there. Sometimes the room, it might be dimly lit. The intention is to just fully focus on the vibrations, the sounds, how I feel, and allow that to just take over. That has been super helpful, actually. Music has been a lifesaver as far as keeping me out of, that worry pool, is what I like to call it. So hopefully, you've enjoyed listening. Hopefully you're enjoying these videos. I'm enjoying making them. Again, my name is Mika Leap Taken. Go ahead and hit like if you've enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you'd like to. Also, hit the join button to join Leap Taken memberships like a Patreon here. So that would be super helpful and supportive, and there are perks. At leaptaken.com, I offer services. You can go check that out. Different types of services. I do tarot readings, I do mentorship. I also have a monthly subscription called Moon Readings. It's Oracle and Tarot. Go over there at leaptaking.com and check that out. And for the entire month of December, I am doing a 30% off coupon code Winter Solstice 23. You can use that for 30% off of any of the services that I offer. So that is it for now. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of this winter solstice. Bye-bye.